and the neck together. So we are here. We're gonna keep the same idea, that is have one collar and triceps to jump. I explained before that it's really hard when the people try to jump without that type of grips to protect you, to jump on the back with the hooks and then not slide over the back and lose the position. So I always keep this, that kind of rotation. Like I have space and mobility to jump. Boom! It's easier. I have the position. But what I gonna do? In this time, my hand, the triceps is helping me, but I have my both hooks inside. I got my 4 points, and then I can go forward. What I gonna do? I need to take off a hook and then close some lock on his hip. In this situation, when I close one lock on his hip, I will have time and space to move my body and then slide my hand behind his knee. My left leg, the same side that I take off my hook, I will slide my hand and then pass behind Fernando's knee. Of course, I'm just stepping on the mat for not kill Fernando. Fernando's not so strong to keep 100 kilograms on his back. But anyway, we are here. I take off one hook. Now what I'm gonna do? I need drop my body on Fernando's back, and then after this, I have time to pass my arm. I need to pass my arm behind Fernando's knee, and then this hand on triceps will help me, and I will lock some grip right here. You know, I have fingers. The seat belt is a little bit hard because you need to be strong to get bend Fernando a lot, but right here is easier. You can connect your fingers, and after this, as I got my 4 points, I can leave one hook and then start to slide. At the time that I'm sliding, if you see, I need to keep Fernando's headline. I will keep and then fall down together Fernando. This grip is very powerful because look at my hands. I started with my hand on Fernando's chest, and after I fall down, the only reason that Fernando falling down together means because my hand is stuck on his behind his knee. So it's easier to me bring Fernando together. So after we fall down, I just need to keep falling down. I have opportunity to do some cross face. I really like that attack, because it's not attack, it's just a way to protect your seatbelt control. So I like to always apply that to bring or to make Fernando pay attention about his neck. So it's gonna be easier to me connect my second hook. After I got my back take, I can start to move to seatbelt or to lapel control. You know, I can decide what is the best position in that situation. So, for example, one action that I like to apply right here is after I do some cross face on Fernando, one detail, and really nice detail is I can do some grip on the collar in the cross side that I was doing the cross face. So I'm bringing Fernando's face to here, and normally what the guys would do, the guys would control the collar below to not lose the possibility to make some control or seatbelt. But I like to keep that cross face control and then pass my hand up the Fernando's shoulder, and then take some collar at the same time that my elbow is. So here is going to be easier to bring Fernando and submit him. I can grab. After I take this sleeve, I just need to grab his pants and then move myself to his side and then submit Fernando. One more time. So the idea is fingers, like this, locking our hands. And then after I start to slide over the Fernando's back, my hands, I will set up naturally my hands until I get to bring Fernando in the moment that I'm turning. So we're here, I have the collar, triceps, I move to his side, I jump. After I jump, I feel that I'm ready, I got my points, I leave a hook and I start to move myself backward, keeping my posture. My chest is on his back, like this. I feel that I have that space to work, so it's gonna be easier to swing my leg behind his knee. And this another hand, which was on the triceps, it's gonna be easier to me connect on my other hand. And to set up a perfect position, I just need to leave and start to stir. If you see again, my hands is touching his knee, is behind of Fernando's knee. And what I'm gonna do? We're gonna lay down. The idea is we can set up a seat belt, but I prefer do some crossface to disturb his attention. At that time, I'm placing my second hook. I'm on the back take again, and to submit him, we can of course replace some seat belt, set up that position that is good, or try to do some kimono control. But I like when I have the crossface, I like to try already after I have this crossface, I like to try some submission. So I will slide my hand, because in that moment Fernando is not more looking for some submission like some normal submission, you know. Fernando normally has his attention a little bit disturbed, so it's going to be easier to me control his collar and then step on his shoulder, starting to move him, controlling the pants, and then crossing. By crossing my leg already on his belly, it's going to be easier to me stretch my body, closing the guard on his shoulder, and then to making him tap. I can't just stretch my body because his head will escape. So my intention always when I'm here is slide my elbow on my leg. That is the idea. That is the idea. If you look to my elbow, if I stretch my elbow, Fernando will have space to escape his head around. But if I'm here and I close my guard on his shoulder, if I slide my elbow on my leg, Fernando can't escape his head around and in between the gap that I was opening in the moment that I was trying to submit him. So that submission is one of my favorites, and that movement when we are on the back is perfect because sometimes we try to do some seat belt or some movement with lapels and we lose the position, you know, and we fall down on the ground playing guard and we work from the back, so it's terrible. I like to apply that position because I know that I will fall down with my back take position already working perfect. Thank you guys. One more position, one submission from the back take when I get my two hooks and my opponent stand up with already I'm making some bag, you know, on his back. But this position is really useful. This position I saw so many times on competitions. The last fighter that I saw doing that choke was Lucas Lepre in the Euro 2020 maybe, I don't remember. But this position I can't show slowly and talk about every single detail in the perfect moment because it's hard to do that position in a slow motion. But the idea, the main idea is have